Yo, this is I think the fourth video. I'm just gonna break it down into like per se episodes, basically. That's what it'll be. You're gonna see it in the in the title. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to hop on here. Obviously, share my thoughts and talk with you guys as much as possible. These past few days have been I'd say pretty good. But in terms of going to the gym, I think it was 2 days in a row that I didn't go to the gym per se. Like I had to do different things around here and all that type of stuff that came up, but I still woke up and did my push-ups and did squats, did all these different things to at least maintain my body in shape and form and all that. So that way I felt that I wasn't like losing, let's say, gains or all these other things. So that's what pretty much my days have been, and yeah, those were I would say like the big takeaways from these past few days and all that. But yeah, let's just jump right into the thoughts that I have for you guys today and all that. Hopefully they can touch you on some level, so that way you can apply it to your life and hopefully it changes your life and leads you in the right direction. So the first topic that I want to touch upon, I wrote them down, is set up set up a calendar and and put some daily tasks in it. And this is something that it's pretty simple. People see it as simple, and at the same time they see it as too much, like very time consuming. But you actually, let's say, for example, let's say today's Sunday. Let's say you take a Sunday. Most people are not working. Most people take days off. This is their day off, relaxing day. They go to watch football. They go to hang with family. They do church, whatever it is you do. You if you actually do, like sit down and you actually start planning out your calendar for the let's not say the whole month, which is what I did. Let's not say that. Let's say that you just did a week. It will literally take you like not even 10 minutes unless something else shows up and then you add it. But in all reality, if you actually think about it, when the way I like to explain this to people is that whenever in life you wanted something, you did everything in your power to do it. It doesn't matter who was there, who was in front of you, what was going on, if it was practice, if it was school, if it was, it didn't matter. You found a way. Like, let's say, for example, gaming. Let's say you wanted to get that new, let's say, skin in the battle pass in Fortnite back in the day, and you needed to get a certain amount of XP in order to go up and all that type of stuff. And the way you got XP, let's say you got kills, you did this, like all these different things. You went out of your way instead of focusing on other things to achieve this goal. So every single time when you think about it, just sit down and reflect on that. Every single time in life you really wanted something and you actually put in the effort towards that thing that you wanted and you actually got it. So it's the same thing that you can apply it to this calendar. It will literally take you 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and it'll probably even take you less than that. Because if you actually sit down, you'll be like, damn, I really want to do this. I really want to get this done. And then you'll be like, okay, and calendars are super easy nowadays. Me personally, I just started using them and I did not know that they were that. I'm going to sound like a fucking old head, but I literally did not do that. And it was on my computer that you can literally set up one activity and you can spread it out and then you can click, be like Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, like all these different things. You can click it and it'll set it up for every single day. I know I'm gonna sound like an old head and all this other stuff, but I don't really use computers and all this other stuff. I just recently started using a laptop. I usually use my iPad, I usually use my phone and all these different things. So yeah, so don't fucking flame me, don't come for me in the fucking comments. But yeah, so it's like super easy. So it even makes it easier. So you're talking about 10 minutes max. So that's just something that I want people to realize, that you really have more time than what you actually think. You have 24 hours in a day. There's a lot of time that goes by where you're just doom scrolling, where you're just on the game, where you're just dozing off, all these different things. Like, you have a lot of time throughout the day. You just have to manage your time good, adequately, and just focus on the things that really matter. So, and to add on top of that, the daily task, I would just say, is try to put things down that will benefit you. And when I say that, health wise, money, mentally, like all these different things. Like, let's say you put in there a daily task. You want to have a conversation with God. You want to have some alone time to just reflect on the day, all these different things. You want to go to the gym. Put in there. You want to go to the gym, go for a run, go for a walk, get your 10,000 steps in, get all these different things. Money. How much did go over? Let's say you want to put down for the end of the week. Let's go over how much money I made, how much money I spent, how much money did I save. What did I do to work towards this business? Did I post that video? Did I do this? Did I reach out to this person? Did I do these like all these different things you can just sit down and just talk about. You can just write it down as a daily task, and then once the day is over, or like before you go to bed, you'd be like, okay, wait, let me see. I did this. Oh, I didn't do this one. You'll see it right in front of your face. It's gonna be staring at you, and you'll be like, oh shit, you know what? Let me just fucking do that. And then boom, you completed all your tasks, and then move on to the next day. Move on to the next day. You can set up your calendar as normal, and then every single day you wake up, I always recommend this to people, and that's what something that I want to enforce upon you in this video, is to journal. In your journal, you will write down every single thing that you're thinking about, any plans that you have, all these different things, and then get yourself a little whiteboard and then put your daily task in there. And even you can put it on your phone, because you're on your phone most of the time, or you're on your phone more time than you actually think of. So just put it anywhere that you're constantly looking at it. Let's say you're a person that works from home. You can just put it up a whiteboard right there, and then every single time you turn around, boom, it's right there. It's staring at your face. You'd be like, damn, I gotta complete this. And then if it's on your phone, you can be on your phone. If you're a person that's working, you can be on your phone. Oh shit, when I get home, I gotta do this, and that. I completed this. Like all these different things. That's what I want you guys to do. And one more thing that I would like to add on top of that, everybody has their own influential people that influence them in their life. Mine is my father, and all the great life advice that he's given me. One of them that always sticks with me is that he says, in Spanish, no deje para hoy, no deje para mañana lo que tú puedas hacer hoy. Don't leave for tomorrow what you can do today. If you can act upon it now, and you know that you have 3, 4, 5 hours left to spare, and you can act on that idea that you have, and you can start building and working towards it, why not just do it now instead of waiting for tomorrow? Because what I like to say is that once that little thought in your head, that negative thought, would be like, damn, I just leave it for tomorrow. I think that's me personally. I'm a believer in God. I think that's the devil trying to work, against you, that doesn't want you to act upon that idea. And then he delays it and delays it and delays it. The reason that thought originally came into your mind is because God put it there originally. And then the reason that it's being delayed is because the devil doesn't want you to act upon it, because it's something that's good. It's something that's great. It's something that's going to put you in a better position. And the devil doesn't want that for you. He wants you to stay down. He wants you to be that low life person, that average person, that below average person that never achieves anything, because it's not great. It's just something negative, and he likes negativity. So that's the way that I like to see it, and that puts it. I've told that to a couple people, and it changes the perspective in when they view, and it changes the perspective on how they view doing things and acting upon them immediately. So yeah, I would say that. I would say just do that. Do the calendar, do the daily tasks, and do the journal, please. Just fucking do it, because you have more than enough time. I think all these things, if you pile them up and would say like a time frame, I'm not even kidding. It won't even take you like 30 minutes max if you do all those things. But I'm telling you, like I'm not even kidding. Like I planned out my whole month. There's a lot of things in there. I planned out my whole month in a span of 30 minutes. And that was because I had to, figure out different things that were coming up and all these activities that I have. So, just do it. Just do it. Show up for you, because the person now is going to thank you. The person 5 years from now is going to thank you. The person from 10 years, 20 years is going to thank you. And you'll and then you'll look back and you'll be glad that you took the decision and you took those steps to bettering your life. So, and then now I want to move on to my second one, which is one that I really like out of all the three points that I wrote down, is I'm going to talk about successful people. If all the successful people, if you look at all their videos, entrepreneurs, all these successful billionaires and all that type of stuff, if you sit down and you actually look at their content and what they're putting out in their podcasts and interviews and all type of stuff, they kind of have a little bit of correlation. They almost talk about the same things. And if they all talk about the same things, these people have never met before, they never cross paths, they don't even talk to each other, and yet they share the same mindset. There has to be some truth to it. A lot of people wake up early. A lot of successful people wake up early. They attack the gym first thing in the morning, or they do a session where they're alone by themselves. They journal in the morning. A lot of people, I watched this video, which is really good. I would recommend it to you guys. It's a Matthew McConaughey podcast. And he talks about writing it down. And he says it's something about writing stuff down, writing down your goals and writing down, like, let's say, for example, the task, writing things down that gives it more purpose because you kind of put it into existence. And there's something about that that's so rewarding that it makes you want to do that. Like, you're putting it out there and it's just up for grabs for you. So by you simply writing something down, you literally write something down, you're putting it into existence, and then that thought, you can actually put it into, make it into reality and all that type of stuff. So you're basically he goes on to explain how just writing stuff down will help you out tremendously because it will help you act upon those certain things that you have. It's something like you can type it, yes, you can type it, this and that, but writing it down is just it's almost cemented, like you are going to do it, basically. And that's why, and then I see a lot of entrepreneurs that I follow, all these type of things, gym people that have their online coaching business, and they all like to do the same things. They journal, they read the Bible, they thank God, they eat a certain way, they do this a certain way, they have this, they invest in this, they do, all these people have these same things, they have these same same routines almost, and you're over here sitting down and being like, oh, I don't need to wake up early, oh, I don't need to have this, oh, I don't need to live this life, I don't need, okay, that's okay for you, but the person that actually wants to succeed, they're going to listen to those people because those people are in a position where I am not, and I'm going to listen to them, obviously not blindly, but I'm going to listen to them because they're like, okay, shit, I want to be in that position. Damn, let me take some advice from him because obviously what I'm doing is not fucking working. So let me just take advice from him because he's in a position where it's like, damn, he knows something that I don't know. Let me just take advice from him and let me see what he's doing in his life on a day-to-day basis, and let me see how I can apply it to that. How can I apply that to myself and my life, and then I can elevate my life and just eventually meet him at the top. So yeah, so all these successful people, they always say the same thing. It's like there's a correlation, like I mentioned before. There's a correlation, and you have to actually just sit down and actually analyze every single thing. And they basically almost sound, it's gonna sound, stupid, but it's like they all sound the same, and there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that if it's for the good reasons. Like, for example, if there's a bunch of people that are being negative and all that type of stuff, what do? You accept that as normal and you believe it, right? So if people are if all those people are thinking negatively and then they have negative outcomes, then boom. But if all these negative people are talking negatively and then you see their situation, why? Because they already have a negative mindset, and then negative mindset leads to a negative life. But if you're a person that's successful and you do successful things, daily tasks that push you towards that success, then you're gonna live a successful life and a well-rounded life. But that's where I want you guys to understand the there's a difference. And It all stems from the mind. A lot of successful people, all they do is just talk about how strong the mind is and how they can, like, it's so crazy to me how most people, they don't they don't realize the strength of the mind. Like, everything stems from the mind. If your mindset is not strong, if your mindset is not there, you will not make it in this world, because this world will literally spit you out, step on you, all these different things. You have to have a strong mindset to show up every single fucking day. You have to show up every single day, because if you don't show up, like I mentioned in my videos before, if you don't show up, that one day you didn't show up, God is going to teach you a lesson and be like, look, if you would have shown up today, you would have won. But look, you didn't show up, boom, that's it. It's like, for example, let me see. Let's say, for example, the lottery. Let's say you play the same numbers every single day, right? You play the same numbers every single day. You play lotto every single day for 364 days. The 365th day, you decide, you know what, fuck this. I'm not going to do this shit anymore. This shit's pointless. The same exact numbers that you played, hit. So that right there is, obviously it's gambling and all that type of stuff, but it just goes to show. It's just like a small example of, like, every single day, like, if that person would have showed up and placed those numbers, boom, he would have won. That person would have won. But since he didn't show up, God taught him a lesson. Be like, look, every single day you didn't show up. Obviously, I'm not saying that, gambling is okay. I don't encourage that at all. But it's just a little example of, like, showing up every single day. It's kind of, per se, some people might say it's corny, but it's a small example. It's a small example of, like, showing up every single day does matter. And yeah, just not to stray away from the whole topic, just listen to those people, and you will see that they drop some good value, and what they're saying, most of them is basically the same thing. And if they're all saying the same thing, that means that it works. Like, it works. It's not some fallacy. It's not all like what they're saying is actually working, and it's helped them out. So just actually consider watching some of these videos, some of these podcasts, some of these interviews, and just, acknowledge and be like, damn, yeah, this person is doing this. This person's smart. This person's this, like, all these different things. And just focus on that. Focus on that part, and you'll see that you can take some advice from them, and you can take some advice from them, and they will be able to help your life tremendously. All these little details that they give, all these different things. And the third point that I wanted to touch upon today, I really like this one too. This is the second favorite point. And it's more so for, the journey. And what I put down is the best part about all of this, you, me, and everybody that's on the same path and path to success, is that no one believes in you, right? No one believes in you, but that's what makes the story and the journey even better. Now, I'm probably gonna be like, damn, no, I want people to support me, like, in the comments and all that type of stuff. But the way I see it is that, doesn't it give it, like, a little bit more of, enjoyment at the end? Don't you think? Like, doesn't it give you a little bit more satisfaction knowing that nobody believed in you? Close friends, people close to you, they live with you every single day. Like, doesn't it give you more satisfaction that you achieved something that everybody around you thought was basically impossible? Like, doesn't it give you, like, having that underdog story is what gives, like, those, like, the true, like, the in bigger picture, even more of a meaning. So, like, for example, for me, like, I have people close to me that they don't view, like, obviously I have, my job and all that type of stuff, but in terms of the social media thing, I really want to make a living out of this. This is something that's really rewarding and it's something that you have to dedicate a lot of time to, and you have to show up every single day consistently. But it gives me a little bit more of urgency to act upon the things that come to my mind, and that's where all these other 2 points come into play, and they link up with this one, is that it gives you that sense of urgency of wanting to show up and wanting to prove other people wrong. And don't get me wrong, those people, I don't like, not those people, people close to me, I don't blame them, because they want something, that they just want to see you do good, you know? And obviously social media is something that it takes time, and it's something that it's not for sure. And they're going to see you and be like, damn, I'm worried for you, like I really don't see anything out of this. Like, but think about it. Like, how many people in your family, for example, have actually benefited from social media? Nobody. How many people in your family are multi six figure owners, like earners? No, like nobody. How many people in your family are multi-millionaires? Nobody. And for you, and then if you look out throughout all history, every single person that's built and have become the first millionaire in the family, they had to go against every single belief system that their family implemented in them. Like, they had to have arguments with their parents, they had to have arguments with their girlfriend or their boyfriend. They had to have arguments with their friends. They had to lose friends. They had to even lose contact with family members in order to pursue this, because nobody in your family is programmed to think like you. That's why every single person is unique, and that's why every single thought is unique, because not everybody thinks like you. Because if we all thought the same, then what the fuck is, like, it would just be a mundane world. But what I would say to that person, which I am in the same boat, what I would say to that person, if you're listening to me, don't give up. It makes it better. Trust me. Tate talks about it. Like, he talks about nobody believed in him, and that just made everything, just made everything better. It just gave everything a little bit more, like I mentioned, of a little bit more of a meaning. Like, damn, you did this. Like, this is something that I built and I did, even though nobody around me believed me, and all that type of stuff. Like, I'm not saying that people around me are just so you guys don't get it, blow it like way out of proportion. I'm not saying that people around me are like, no, don't do that. Like, no. Obviously, they tell me, they support me. They'd be like, oh, okay, keep on posting the videos. You never know what happens. But it's not like a thought of like, yes, please go do that. Like, obviously, like I said before, your parents and your loved ones want to see you do good, but at the same time, they want you to have something secure. Social media, sales, all these different things are not secure income. It all depends on how much time or how much work ethic you put into it, and that's what you're gonna get out of it. But for me, I don't blame them. They're not programmed like how I'm programmed. I want to make something out of this. I want to build a brand that's gonna stick with the world, even way past my time and all that type of stuff. So I really just want to like, I just want people to know that you guys are not alone. Like, you guys, I'm a person that's in your boat, and I just want you guys to understand that there is light at the end of the tunnel if you keep on showing up every single day. I promise you that. I can promise you that if you show up every single day, if you do the things that you're supposed to do, you eat the right way, you work out the right way, and every single day you work towards your business, you will win. A person that shows up every single day doing the correct things that are needed, like the things that are needed to be done, will never lose. A person that shows up every single day and outworks the other people will never, ever lose at all. So I want to leave you guys with that. I love you guys. Leave a comment down below if you like the video, or if you, what are your thoughts on all that type of stuff. So I just wanted to leave you guys with all that type of stuff. And yeah, see you guys in the next one. Love every single one of you, and above everything, keep God in your life, because he will bring you a lot of wonders. I love you guys, and see you guys in the next one.